When I'm having a party, I almost never actually make something to serve with drinks. But when something's as easy and delicious as tuna tapenade, I make an exception. Tapenade's actually an olive paste from the south of France, and I'm gonna turn up the volume and add tuna to it. And what I do is, instead of regular tuna, I use Italian tuna. I just think it's packed in olive oil. It has so much more flavor than American tuna, with all due respect to American tuna. I'm just gonna flake it right into the food processor. Okay, that's one. And I've just drained the olive oil from it. It's gonna have lots of flavor from olives, and I actually have a secret ingredient, mascarpone. It makes it a little creamy. Okay, that's 12 ounces of Italian tuna. Smells good already. Next ingredient is very Provençal, anchovy paste. I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons. It's basically anchovies pureed with some spices. I love it. 1 teaspoon of thyme. Just give it a big rough chop. That should be about a teaspoon. Fresh thyme's really important. And 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. Just give it a big rough chop. Remember, it's all gonna be pureed in the food processor. When this is done, I'm gonna serve it on crostini, which are thin slices of bread that have been oiled and toasted a little bit, so it's crunchy. It's gonna be delicious with it. Okay, that's about 2 tablespoons. Next is 2 cloves of garlic chopped. Give it lots of Provençal flavor. And the next is the zest of 1 lemon. There's so many ways to zest a lemon. The logical one is a box grater, but I can never find the right place for it. This is for grating an onion, this is for grating carrots, this is for slicing something, none of which works with a lemon. The other ways to do it are with a peeler. You should just peel the zest off, but then you have to chop it up. Or this is a great little handy tool which actually zests a lemon like that. I do that actually when I want to see the lemon in something. But for this, if I want it really finely zested, a rasp is the best thing. So you can find them everywhere now. Okay, so that's the zest of 1 lemon. Probably about a tablespoon. Just right in. Just gonna put the lid on and just pulse it. I don't want a puree, I want it really roughly chopped. That just breaks up the tuna. Perfect. Now for freshly squeezed lemon juice. Okay, 3 tablespoons. Ooh. Oh, a few pits never hurt. Okay, next is 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So this is like making a vinaigrette. Lemon juice and olive oil. Next is 1/3 cup of mascarpone. Mascarpone is this incredible Italian creamy cheese. I'm just gonna give that a quick twist in the blender, just to puree it. Okay, now olives. You can't have tapenade without olives. 1/4 cup of pitted olives. I actually use Kalamata olives. I think they have a really great sort of winey flavor. Not winey like people, winey like wine. Okay, right in. Tablespoon of capers. Since it's Provençal, everything has capers. Drained capers. Okay. And just to make sure it has great flavor, I want 1 teaspoon of salt. I use kosher salt. And 1 teaspoon of pepper. And just give that a whir. You don't want it too pureed, but you want it well mixed. And then you just want to taste it. You know, every time you use ingredients, they taste slightly different. The tuna may taste differently. The olives could taste different. Just really want to know exactly what something tastes like. It's really good. Okay, into a bowl. I'm going to let it sit in the fridge just for a couple of hours so all the flavors blend together. It's actually one of the reasons why this is a great thing to make for hors d'oeuvres. You can actually even make it a day in advance and it just tastes better. How great is that? I love the texture of this. It's actually sort of smooth and creamy, but you can still see the olives and you can see the parsley and you can smell the lemons, so it's all there. This is just going in the fridge. And while that sits in the fridge, I'm going to show you how to make crostini. It's about as easy as it gets. I just use a regular French baguette. I know it's an Italian recipe, but a French baguette's longer and thinner and it'll work better. Just cut it in slices in the diagonal, maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. Then I put the slices on a half-sheet pan in a single layer, brush the tops with olive oil, just a little bit. You don't want it to get greasy. Then bake them in the oven, 375 degrees, for about 7 to 10 minutes until they just start to brown. This dish may actually have a lot of Italian ingredients in it, but it's actually Mediterranean, and it's the perfect Southern Provençal dish to serve with a nice glass of rosé for hors d'oeuvres. Just have to make sure it's good. My friends are gonna love this one.